Well, I don't want to be a doomsayer, I never am that, but not confronting the realities for what it is will be a foolish way of addressing life. I've been talking to various scientific, people of science in this area and many important doctors in the world. From what I gather, and also I've been saying this myself because from the basic nature of what's happening, it's simply common sense also to see this, that this virus most probably will not be over either this year or next year. Very easily, it can run to 4 to 6 years before this pandemic becomes an epidemic. That too if the world invests enough and we are fortunate enough to come up with a very efficient treatment protocol. Till that happens, this pandemic can keep coming back in waves. As you see from the first wave to second wave, that virus has come back much more equipped to harm us than what it was in 2020. This 2021 virus is almost doubly or triply effective in terms of causing harm to human beings, and in 2020 we had an assurance that below a certain age, young people will not be affected, but it is no more so. So many people in their 20s and 30s unfortunately have lost their lives. So, virus may get better and better. We have to get better, this is very important. The solution is not elsewhere, it is with us, because this is a virus where the sole carrier is the human being. It is not mice, it is not mosquitoes, it is not birds. All these years fevers have been coming, we are thinking it is chicken flu, it is this flu, it is that flu. This is nothing like that. This is essentially carried by human beings. So, human beings are the only solution. Conscious, responsible human beings are the only solution really. Otherwise, wave after wave will keep coming back, could decimate human populations, disturb our life the way we have known it, may be completely a thing of the past if we don't take care. And it's very, very important that every one of us must understand our responsibility in not only supporting ourselves and ensuring we don't get infected. This is a fundamental commitment everybody should take. I will not get infected. If I do get infected, I will ensure it doesn't go on to one more person. Now I get COVID and then you call your children and you get COVID and then you call your children and your spouse and you get emotional and you hug them and love, love is not going to save us. Sense is the most important thing right now. In a situation like this, it is sensible, responsible, conscious behavior which is going to be the winner of this. There is simply no other solution that anybody has come up with. We have only learned to postpone. Vaccination is a good way to postpone, but vaccination also is not a permanent solution. But at this time, it is very important that everybody gets vaccinated. There's a whole lot of people who are internet scientists who are picking up bits and pieces from all over the place and talking about all the different negativities of vaccination. I want you to understand, every vaccination you have taken in your childhood of diphtheria, of smallpox and whatever else you have taken, all of them had an element of harm, an element of risk in them. But we took them, it's because of that most of us are alive today. So the same goes for this vaccine. Does it have an element of risk? Yes, but it has been substantially established the element of risk is minuscule and it is worth neglecting it right now, because right now the risk of infection and fatality from that is much, much higher. We need to understand health is not an absolute thing. Health is something that we achieve incrementally. So the same thing goes for the vaccination. Right now, vaccination is a must for everybody. Nobody should evolve philosophies of anti-vax. This is just rubbish right now. putting everybody's life to risk. Well, if you want to be anti-vax, go and live on a Himalayan peak where you're not in touch with any human being, it's fine. But if you're living in a city, town or a community, you must take vaccination right now. Is this a final ultimate solution for this pandemic? No. At least it'll give us a break of 6 to 9 months. We can postpone it. In this postponement, probably a little more awareness and consciousness will come and we clearly understand the risk that we're putting ourselves into and putting everybody else around us. Especially in the yoga center, there are many people who are over 65, 70 years of age. As I've told you, all the young people there, it's your responsibility to ensure that we will not have a single fatality in the yoga center. I want that commitment to spread to the rest of the meditator community. You have to ensure you will not die and nobody around you dies. This is the only way. This is the only way. There is no magic wand solution anywhere. This is the only way. And this may be a long haul. How long? We don't know. But it could be a very long haul. It may change the very way we exist on this planet, it's possible. Or if virus just decides and just fades off, as sometimes it is done in the past, some of the viruses have done that. If such a thing happens, well, we are very fortunate, but if such a bonus comes our way, we will definitely enjoy it. But right now, thinking of such fanciful dreams is not the right thing to do. It's very, very, very important. Everybody must see how to bring aspects into their life, how to eat properly so that our oxygen levels and immune system is good, how to live properly so that our oxygen levels and immune system is fighting fit, and how to do what practices to do to achieve the same thing. This should be the focus right now, and the whole country or the whole world should move in this direction. Many of you who just beginning to do yoga, because now pandemic has come. Sadhguru, I came to your program 20 years ago, but I discontinued the practice. Now I want to start. We have many requests like this. Well, we've been telling you in many ways, but well, this is the reality. This happened, all right. A kangaroo from Australia was visiting United States and it called the emergency number 911. And the other end, the emergency workers asked, what is the problem? This kangaroo said, I can't find my kids. Then the emergency person at the other end said, have you checked your pockets? The kangaroo patted its pocket and said, oh, never mind. I want you to understand this. I've been telling you, in is the only way out. This is the time to understand this fully, because only your responsible behavior can save your life and other lives. Let's make it happen.